Hey guys, good morning, good day, good afternoon. Got the wrong banner here. Hold on here. Just hopping on to do some activation readings today, guys. Let's see, let me put a comment up. I got the wrong thing on there. Mini, oops. Mm. There we go. Just stick that up there instead. There. Oops. Where'd I go? Oh, shoot. Where'd I go? Did I disappear? Oh my gosh, now I don't see myself. Oh my God, I guess. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to get back to where I was. Holy crap. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. I disappeared for a minute there. All right, so just waiting to see if anyone wants to come on for some mini activation readings, and I'll be using the Crystal Mandelas. But let's just wait here. Give it a second. See if anybody wants to come on. Min. I meant Minnie. What is it? Let me go to comments for a minute again. No, that's not how I do it. Hold on here. More. Huh. I am live, right? Comments. I guess it's just me. All right. Just waiting to see if anyone wants to hop on. We aren't alive. Oh, that's from this morning. Sorry. We aren't alive until we hear, until we I'm not alive until you call. Yeah, so I did a mini message out on the beach this morning. Well, Ria on the Run message, and Selena Gomez's song was coming on. The heart wants what the heart wants, and the next line is I'm not alive until I'm not alive until I get your call, and it was all about connecting with that heart's energy, and the heart is one with us. And until we open up and connect to our heart and receive the heart's call, we really aren't alive, because that's what we came. We came for the physical expression of the energy of our heart, the physical expression of our heart self, our heart energy. And I just felt a really, really strong sense of renewal this morning on my run. And as I was tuning into all the hearts I was seeing in the sun and the snow and the beach and the ocean and the music, and I was even called to look back in an old YouTube video. It was probably my first one, where I was talking about my Mother Earth heart cards, my heart oracle decks, and it like just really opened up my heart, and it really gave me a sense of renewal and connection, and committing and re-anchoring into that heart space. And I just thought it was very beautiful. And then I shared a collective activation card that I pulled before the run. So it was really weird, not weird, synchronistic as always, how everything goes together. So I pulled the card before my run, not knowing what my message was going to be about, other than I wanted to read this card. But I didn't read the card until I got to my message. I wanted it to be a surprise, and everything really synced up, synchronized up. The message was repetitive, it was affirming, and it was anchoring into our heart space. So I thought it would be fun if I came on and did some mini heart activation readings if anyone does come on. And if not, I'll just do a collective. But what that reflection this morning gave me, when Spirit wanted me to review or look at an old YouTube video, I remember um, how like embarrassed or doubtful I would get after I would post something or share something, and I would even sometimes take it off Facebook or take it off my YouTube and all of that. And it just gave me also an opportunity to reflect how far I've come. Like I don't feel that embarrassment anymore, and not embarrassment of the material, just projecting my worry of how others may criticize or judgment, my fear of people judging me. And like we all know, is it's not our job to worry about how other people take our information or how they receive it. Our job is to truly anchor into that heart space, our heart energy, to align to our heart. And part of that is really, really learning to dissipate or release those fears, those doubts, that worry, that projection, that anxiety about how you're going to be received. Because in the past, you might not have been received as well, or when you were a kid, you might not have been received or encouraged to speak your truth. But now, especially, I'm really, really feeling during this new moon days, or even the few days after the new moon, that sense of renewal and that new life and stepping into that um, new foundation of you that you've created, that you've allowed through you. So in the past, even when you've shared messages, you might not have been as received, but the world is changing, the collective. Everyone's frequency is rising. So sometimes old goals, old desires, and even old messages are new. They're new again. They're fresh because the frequency in the soil of the collective is more fertile. It's more open to receive. No different than inventors that wanted to present something in the past, but the world might not have been ready for their message or ready for their invention. Or like many masters, the world might not have been ready. Or like many of our past lives, I'll say past lives, but other lives that we've lived, the world or the collective or our family might not have been ready to receive us. So we still held those energies within us that create that doubt, that have created that insecurity, that creates that projection of worry and anxiety of how others are going to react to your light in whatever way, shape, or form, whether it's a message, whether it's art, whether it's a business idea, whether it's just going to your boss with some new thought forms or ideas, or maybe you're the boss and needing to share to your peeps some new information. So we have really, really dissipated on this timeline. It was part of our purpose as shining our light and anchoring our divine light frequency on earth, dissipating those fears and working through them. They're not just from this timeline. However, those rememberings can be activated and triggered in people in our life on this timeline. But it was just to bring that same energy forward to be cleared once and for all. All right. So I don't know if anyone's coming on, but I'm just going to share the collective activation of this morning. And that was this card I'm pulling from the Crystal Mandela. Very beautiful. So they're the crystals, the tools, the reflections, the stones, the gems, the crystals reflecting what we need for that activation. And when I say activation, we may say, well, what the hell am I activating? You're activating your heart, your connection with your heart, all of that energy that you are. You're activating, in essence, this is what you truly are: pure love and light energy. Your spiritual energy come to have that physical expression and manifestation of it in this physical life. So you're activating that heart energy, your spiritual energy, to illuminate, to become more alive and anchored in your physical reality, anchoring whatever it is you need to anchor, or activating whatever you need to activate energetically in your physical being. But it all goes together: the mind, the body, the spirit, all of it, the mental, the emotional, the physical. We're activating clarity, we're activating light codes, we're activating life Just like that song that I was quoting this morning from Selena Gomez, "I'm not alive until you call." Well, that is the activation, that is the aliveness, that is the open communication of that call. It is the call that we're receiving from our heart, from our light activating. That is the call, but it's one and the same. It was never separate. It's just those fears and those doubts, or that veil, or that sleepiness just created that separateness. But we're not alive. We're not alive until we answer that call. And the call is just anchoring all of our spiritual energy through us and experiencing it in the physical. Hey, Kim Chemistry, good to see you, if you're there. Anyway, so this morning's collective card was this. And there's been a strong message on um, sacred play, which is allowing that child within to come out and play. But this is the activation. So anybody watching now or later, if you want to receive this activation, just be open to it. This is the collective message. And this has been a message that's been going on for a while now. And what you see in this card is the red, representing that rooting, grounding that into that physical, into our physical reality, our physical expression of who we are. It's anchoring it in safety. In the past, we might not have felt safe to shine our light, to take the mask off, to open up our heart. Well, this card is an activation in safety, anchoring all of that golden energy that we are, the light that we are in our heart space. It is safe now. It is safe to shine. It is safe to take off all masks. It is safe to finish up dissipating that veil. And the blue representing, it is safe to speak your truth. It is safe to express your truth. So this card is bringing forth a grounding and safety in our soul's expression. And the back actually says, oops, let me shut that off. The back actually says it's Angel Khalil and Polychrome Jasper. That is the crystal, and it's entitled Sacred Play. I have integrity and unwavering commitment to my highest purpose. I embrace playfulness as a path of creativity, healing, and inspiration. Choosing to laugh opens me up to loving, protective, and replenishing source of spiritual energy. Deep within my being, there's an eternal wellspring of lightness and joy, and snort laughing, inducing sense of humor. As part of my spiritual practice, I cultivate a willingness to laugh. So the lightness of my spirit helps to enlighten the world. So that really is talking about sacred play, is that expression, is that connection. So the child within, that child is one with our higher self, which is one with us. And spirit speaks to us. We get that call. I'm not alive until I get your call. Well, the call is the call of that child, that sacred play. And I know most of my messages come in what we would call child's play or sacred play, where I'm running and connecting with Mother Earth. I'm playing with the sun. I'm taking little pictures. I'm doing snow angels. I'm stopping and picking up a heart. I'm picking up giving a message. To me, that is all fun. It is really fun. And when you're in that place of fun, represented by the yellow, and in the blue, expressing your emotion, that the eternal emotion in the heart, that all of the information and guidance you need is in that deep well within you. So when you enter sacred play, you open up the lines of communication of eternal wisdom and knowledge, and thoughts and wisdom. So it's in sacred play. It's not in the obligation. It's not in the force. It's not in the have to. It is in the lightness and the joy of that expression. It's in joking around. It's in laughing. It's in belly hurt and laugh. So you're just rolling around laughing, and you're laughing so hard you're crying. So I actually got this on my run this morning, and it looks like a little activation within itself. It's a little heart. And again, we get that abundance, we get that guidance, we get those gifts from the universe, from Mother Gaia when we partake in that child sense of play, whatever way, shape, or form that is. I find hearts, I take pictures. This one is going along perfectly with today's message. And because it looks like an activation, the inside of it is divinity. It's activating your connection with your divine within. And it's dissipating any little doubts or darkness. It's that activation to your heart, to your divinity, that is healing any pain. But what it's really doing is it's dissipating the veil between you and your emotions of the pain, so you can connect to that place of acceptance, love, and compassion, and connect to the truth of why you experienced that. And in that, it brings awareness to the love and light that was in that situation, that was in that pain, or the illusion or delusion of why you created it, why you experienced it. It brings it to new life. All right. Hey, Alyssa or Aurora, Kim Chemistry. Goodness gracious. All right. All right. We'll block that person. All right, guys. So I think it's just me and you, Kim. Me and you, fellow gem. All right. So on here, I even see a little face there. You can see a face. Oh, my shitting Lord. This is so apparent to me. I don't know if you guys now watching now or later are going to see this, but there's a nose. Oh, shoot. I can't. Everything's back. Nose. There's one eye. One eye has a patch. It's almost like a blackout, a mustache, a mouth, and a chin. So I don't know if someone now or later connects to a figure. Oh, shoot. Or what you're seeing in it, guys. You can let me know. It looks like male energy. It could be even Lyran, the cat race, the galactic Lyrans. But it's, to me, what they're saying is you now have the authority. They're saying it's an authoritative figure, and you have the authority to create your own and to claim your own energy, whatever this energy is. You have the authority now. Geez, I'm something about authority. Hold on here. You have the authority to create what you want. You have the authority to anchor in that spiritual energy, to be vulnerable, to share. Okay, to share wisdom, they're saying. You have the authority to share wisdom and knowledge through your expression, through your truth. So that gives you who you are. God source energy gives you the authority. Your higher self, your child, your heart within is placing the authority. You have the authority to express your truth. You it's kind of hard to express. It's like you have the authority, you're the king, you're the emperor, you're in that position of authority of yourself. and you lead your life through your own authority, your own anchor in your truth. You have authority over your reality. You reign over your reality through speaking your truth and anchoring into your heart. That activation. The activation of today is activating authority. If that makes sense. Hey, Allison, thank you for joining. If you share out, I will do a quickie, but I'm doing actually also, if you want an activation, I'm doing $12 donations for a card activation and also a message from the Conscious Spirit deck. And then they're mini activations of our divinity, our heart. And what the messages are is they're activating the authority, is what Spirit is saying. The authority to share our truth, speak our truth. They're activating and anchoring in that energy in our physical. So I did put that on there, mini activation readings if you make a donation. But I haven't shared out. I mean, I don't have hardly anyone here. So if you share out, I'll do a real quickie as well. Okay. Authority. Yes. Yes. Authority. Those watching now or later. It's an activation in authority and giving yourself permission. Not that you ever had permission, but what you're actually also doing is you're activating the confidence and self-empowerment. You're stepping into your power. You're activating trust. So this was actually the collective. So if you go back, Allison, too, as well, there was a collective message. So this could pertain to you, and it's about sacred play. And this is an activation card within itself, activating that heart space, activating light codes that you need as you step into this new new beginning, new world. They say it's the Chinese New Year. It was a new moon, stepping into a renewal of self, giving you greater authority in your life. Not giving your authority away anymore, but claiming it to be your own and having that confidence and power in yourself. All right. So that is the collective. And what I'll do is, if anybody wants to make a donation, I will do a more thorough activation. Mini activation. Mini activations are also healing and clearing unto themselves, because as you activate the light, it clears and heals energies. But if you do a donated reading, I will be doing a Mandela, Crystal Mandela message with the conscious spirit message together, and whatever comes through intuitively. So if you share it out, I will do a quickie. So Kimmy, I assume you would like a sherry outer. And Allison, if you've shared out, please do. So just a quickie. For those that share out, I'll give you a really quick activation card. And for those that make a 1212 donation, I will be doing a more thorough clearing activation with the conscious spirit and the crystal mandalas. Mandala, however you want to pronounce it. All right. All right, guys. And as always, just ignore any spammers. I would never approach you or anything like that for messages. All right, so this is for Allison first. Allison, lots of yellow. Yellow represents that solar plexus. Activating a lot that is activating in you right now is your solar plexus, generating confidence, releasing and clearing doubt, stepping into your power, which brings you to the greatest joy. We're not going to be happy and joyous unless we're stepped into our power. We're stepping into our soul's purpose. So for you, it's about expressing your soul purpose and having the confidence and releasing all doubt and gaining greater clarity in that speaking of your truth. All right, Allison. This third eye. Okay, so we got a third eye activation here, and it's Goddess Terrace in Tibetan Quartz. Her eye ever open. This is an activation, so receive this, Allison, if you feel to. The green representing the heart, that blue is representing your intuition, your third eye opening, which also relates to the solar plexus. You want to trust. You want to trust what you're receiving intuitively. You want to trust what you're feeling and knowing and seeing and hearing within you. And the card quickly is, I acknowledge that my inner light is growing stronger, shining brighter, and becoming more visible. I relax in the understanding that the brighter the light, the more powerful the spiritual protection I generate for myself and all beings. I shine fearless and true, with respectful boundaries, and honor the need for all beings to choose their path. I attract and emanate a high level of spiritual guidance, wisdom, and protection for all. So also there's a message of maybe, again, dissipating any little fears. Your light is your protection. So just letting you know that. All right, Allison, thank you. Kim Chemistry, you are next, beautiful gem. What is Kim? Shoo. What is Kim's activation going on today? And these activations are always to align to our heart. Our heart is one with the inner child, which is one with us. Spirit has been talking recently a lot about sacred play. Our higher self, our God self voice speaks to that child within. And it's in play that you raise your frequency, and then you can engage in communication even more with the wisdom of the higher self. They're here to express through you that physical being. And that is where your soul's purpose is. It's through your joy. It's through your passion. It's not a have to or an obligation. We will never be truly alive until we receive that call inside, the call of the heart. We're one with the heart. All right, guys. You're welcome, Allison. Thank you so much. Big playtime for me. Absolutely, Kimmy. I so agree. And I can feel it in my heart as I focus on you and feel that my heart just opened up hugely. And in the play, you're reconnecting with that child. The child never left. It's almost like Spirit was saying, Kimmy, with you, and what they're showing me is it's almost like you put your child in a timeout, in a little corner for 10 minutes and look at the corner of the wall and just sit there for a little bit. And so that child's been waiting patiently in your heart, Kimmy, to come out and play. And it's like so excited. And this is just, a metaphor or a symbolizing that child. And now it's like so ready and it's so eager. And yes, play, play, play. That is your soul's purpose, to be in the physical and play. And through the play, that wisdom and that knowledge and all of the information the heart holds comes through that child. What do we got here? Oh my God, I got this one yesterday for myself. I actually took a picture of it and put it on my wallpaper on my phone because I really felt that activation. And it's like, um, it's just been so beautiful. It was like a renewal to my heart. And I really, really felt this activation really, really deep, where I've just been crying, and just like, my heart is just like this open. And it's like it's like the floodgates have opened from the ocean in our heart, and all of our emotion and feelings are in the heart. And the floodgates really do open when we have that trust, and we trust in that little voice within, and we dare to speak our truth and dare to express, and don't give a care about how it's received. A kid doesn't care about what it looks like on the playground as it plays. A kid doesn't care about what it looks like as it's interacting with its playmates. Before a certain age anyways. Might be a little different when you're a teenager, but before it was tainted by outside expectations. This is a beautiful card. To me, it's a total opening and flowering open. And I just love it. I love the colors. I love the aqua. I love the pink. But what it says for you, Kimmy, is Goddess Lakshmi and dendritic agate, her golden grace. So this is your activation, Kimmy, and accept it as you will, and anybody else who might be out there. Enlightenment, prosperity, goodness, and grace flow through and around you. It is as though your soul dances in soft golden honey, like energy, abundant with nourishment and healing properties. Through her gentleness, the goddess offers my soul an irresistible invitation to receive her blessing and emanate the beauty of the divine. There is a gentler way which I make even greater spiritual progress. I joyfully and peacefully accept this path and allow my heart to let go. So, as you let go of that fear, Kimmy, you let go of any residual doubts or illusions and worry. A child is encompassed completely in the moment, in a state of play and wonder and in being inquisitive. This is beautiful, Kimmy. It's an opening up of the heart. And basically it's a surrender to yourself and a surrender to that kid to play, and connecting to that joy and knowing that is your divine purpose, connecting with that joy within your heart. Very beautiful. Thank you, Kimmy. All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for today. I don't see anybody else there. If anybody else is out there, let me know if you guys wanted a quickie. Otherwise, this is all that was meant to be for today. So beautiful. Again, these were, if anyone watches later too and decides they do want a personal, I can do the 12/12 personal also for you. If you just want to private message me, and it will be from the Crystal, and it will be, actually, I'll probably post this. See, nobody really wanted to show up, in the conscious spirit. And it's literally an activation and clearing for your heart, and to hear that call from your heart and to commune with it, with dissipating all of the illusions and the fear and the doubt. Thank you, guys. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.